a different starting screen.
Do you really have sponsors?
I think when you muted us, it muted the...
You normally won't hear it through his stream.
All right, and welcome back everyone to the Mystic Syndicate and our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition home brew campaign, Ambassadors to the Barbarian Kings, episode 26. And this evening we are joined by two of our new players, Rob and Max, who are going to introduce themselves here in just a couple of minutes. But we'd like to, of course, thank Shane and Christy again for carrying on with the mission to venture forth into the Velvet Empire. To bring people up to speed, I am going to show you the map here in a little bit, and we will actually get into where things are, where our characters have been, where they are traveling to, and how they are meeting our newest members. But before we do all that, let me give a big thank you out to Anna B. Meyer for this beautiful online map that we are using. So if you are interested in her work, she is a fantasy cartographer, and we have been completely blessed to get to use her maps on our stream. So make sure to check her out at annabmeyer.com. We also have her Twitch TV link in our chat. So please go over and give her a check out, and also visit her Patreon if you feel that you would like to help fund her endeavors. All right. A big thanks go out to those folks who are in chat, who are visiting us this evening. Thank you very much. Make sure that make sure you can... Oh, look at that. This Rishiku person is viewing us right now. So, thank you, Shane. So, make sure to give us a follow if you like what you see. We definitely would love to hear more from you, and we thank you for spending your evening with us. So, if you guys want to give us an introduction on who you are and who you're playing, take it away, Shane.
I am Shane, playing Apton, the cleric, and overall shitstir.
Christy, playing Athena, fighter, strong person.
Runner.
I'm Rob. I'm playing Nathaniel. Shut up.
No, that was...
I'm Rob, and I'm playing Nathanius Valoran, who is a rogue.
my name's Max, playing Phenom, who's a ranger.
All right, awesome. Thank you guys very much for the fun start. Okay, so yes, the last time that we left off, our adventurers had to fight a few woodwoads who were being used by a druid in the Vespi forest, who has actually used them to guard a road through the forest. They befriended this druid, whose name was Willow Moontear, and she offered to do a tree stride for them and get them closer to their objective. At this time, our adventurers are right here in the city of Talaska. So they are traveling all the way up here to the city of Gildenhand. Gildenhand is where they are supposed to meet their 2 escorts who are going to take them through the wood elves, this realm of wood elves here. Thank goodness that one of your escorts is actually a wood elf. This really helps out. And eventually make your way all the way to the Velvet Empire, where you will be heading to the lair of, let me try to pronounce this, it's very difficult. I usually just call her the Velvet Queen, but she does actually have a name. And I'm going to call it Ophia Verderar. Sounds great, doesn't it? That's the name of the queen. So, here we go, folks.
Can you spell that?
Sure. Would you like me to? Not
No.
really? Not really.
This was asking if you could.
Oh, like, no. No, that would be almost an impossibility. Alrighty, so somebody spelled it. I blame Gary Gygax. But that's okay. Alrighty, so yes, the last time that we left off, Shane and Christy, you were in Talaska. You you spent the night there because a storm, a supernatural storm, had been moving into the area, and Willow felt that it was probably wise that you do not travel by tree stride while this strange electrical phenomenon was occurring. So the next day you rise to a sunlit sky over the city, which so you do feel that you're probably safe now once again to do your tree striding. You spend a little bit of time getting ready, you have breakfast, and Willow meets you downstairs for breakfast. And is there anything you needed to ask her, or is there anything else you wanted to do in Talaska before you left?
Not that I
Who the
know
hell
of.
Snapchatting?
There.
I was going to no, not really. No,
Okay.
I didn't get you to ask her.
All right. Well, you were going to ask her something?
No, I was thinking about something, and then I was like, nah, no, nothing really.
No. Okay.
Tried to kill me.
She tried to kill you. Okay, so Athena, is there anything else you wanted to do while you were in Talaska before you all started your tree striding journey?
Not much to do. It's not like we got any money to spend.
That's true. You all are still kind of in a bad spot when it comes to funds. So that in itself is a little bit of a problem. For those people who are just catching up with this, they...
We're robbed.
You were robbed. Apton and Athena got into a pretty wicked bar fight back in... I'm trying to remember the name of it. It is the beautiful city of Amarillo. Yeah, Amarillo.
Apton.
And they were, soon to be Apton Real. They were brought before Queen Zan, and after a trial, they spent a night in jail and were kicked out of the city and told to never return. And as that was going on, they were pretty much all of their funds were confiscated by the authorities.
Taxation without representation is crime.
There you go. It's terrible. So
Kill them all.
So you all step outside with Willow. She heads over to a very large oak tree, and once again, placing her hand upon the oak, it splits long ways, and inside you see this bright, shining light coming from the actual the tree itself. And you start to make your tree strides as she goes through a successive number of them, probably all told maybe about 15 different strides through 15 different trees. Finally, you make your way, or you find yourself on the outskirts of the city of Gildenhand, which is right here. Now, Gildenhand is in a completely different location. It's still kind of in the Vespi, but it's more into this mountain chain right here, which is a part of the Scipia uplands, and it is also a part of the Klatspur range. So you're actually right here. You do notice as soon as you step out of the tree, there is a much larger population of gnomes here.
Only had 10,000 points.
If you only had 10,000 points. Now, if you have to actually deal with gnomes, I will, of course, go into character like I am apt to do. So, yeah. So, yes, you find yourself outside of the walls of Gildenhand, and Willow turns to you and says, well, thank you again for your company and also your understanding. I am so sorry about what happened back in the forest, but I hope what I've been able to do for you is a compensation enough for the for what transpired.
Yep, just try to get that sign put in common.
You know, I will work on that.
Well, now I know how to read it, so we're good.
You don't know how to read perfect Elvish. What
No,
happens if she had sloppy handwriting?
very sure I would have made sure that she taught me what she wrote, at least.
Okay. Yeah, so she shakes your hands and she reaches into her pouch, and as she does so, she produces 2 good berries, and she gives each one of you a good berry. If you're not familiar with what a good berry does or is, you can look that up. But yeah.
Did she by any chance teach me all the bad words in Elvish first?
I don't think she would have done that, but it's a good question.
That's how you're supposed to teach people. You teach them all the bad words first.
Okay.
Those are the important ones.
Okay, so you, Apton, are leafing through your documentation looking for the name of the inn that you're supposed to meet your escorts at. And you finally come to the part of that information, because if you remember, all of this data and stuff was given to you upon the death of Henry. When he died on board the ship. So you're finally able to find the name of the inn, and it is called the inn is the Shy Trickster.
Alrighty.
Okay.
We'll look forward to that, and I think they like to be called concubines, not escorts.
Sometimes when Shane says things, there's like this pain that's like right here. I sometimes think it's a tumor.
Amatuma. Gotta get that one added.
Right, of course. So, yeah. So let me quickly run over here to our new characters. So Nathanios and Phenom. You are in the Shy Trickster. You have been given documentation as that you're supposed to be looking for a party of 3 who are supposed to, you're supposed to actually pick up and take through the forest to the Velvet Empire. Now, both of you know this area quite well. As a matter of fact, Nathanios actually comes from this region of this forest where the wood elves dwell. So that's really a good thing. Where Phenom actually comes from the Klatspur Range over here, and is also very familiar with the scenery and the environment here. So you guys are actually sitting at a table, sort of in the back of the Shy Trickster, and you are just kind of keeping your eye open. You've been here for the last 3 days. You didn't really know how long it was going to take for your the people who hired you to arrive. So you've been here every day between 10 and noon, waiting for these people. So you were enjoying an ale, sitting back, eating a little bit of bread and cheese, just chatting, and you have maps out on the table, looking for probably the best and quickest way that you can get them from Gildenhand to the lair of the Velvet Queen. Okay, so let me just switch back over to Shane and or Apton and Athena. All right, so as you all approach the gate, you're immediately stopped by a small group of gnomish rangers. And let me get into character. So
You know nothing.
Gnomish, so they're like half my size.
Gnomes are about half your size, yeah.
They're about my size?
Yeah, they're not half. Actually, I think they're a little bit taller than you. I think halflings are actually about the same size as mousefolk.
And gnomes are taller than halflings?
Yeah, gnomes are actually taller than halflings.
Oh.
But the way I portray them, it always sounds like they've been breathing helium. That's their normal. That's the normal sound that they make. So here we go.
Greetings and welcome to Gildenhand. How may I help you?
It's Robert Shitz.
I wasn't expecting it. I was off looking at the screen.
I can see both Max and Robert are like, what the hell is going on here?
Fair question. We are looking for, and I will look through my paper real quick, my paperwork, and go, the Shady Inn? Shady Lane?
Shy Trickster?
He just
That one.
He just looks at at first he looks at you, Apton, and then when Athena chimes up to,
Oh, yes, the Shy Trickster. Yes, just go right up this road right here. It's on the left.
you guys are like in tears. I'm sorry. Okay, no more gnome.
Oh, where's the
No,
fun with that?
please, come on, go more.
Shady Lane is where you get the escorts. Yeah. Oh God.
I'm going to clip that and make it a ringtone.
Okay. So, you all go ahead and proceed up the road. It's a cobblestone street, very familiar to you. What you see in most of these towns, unlike other villages and other places that you've been through, this area is not as heavily covered with forest. So you actually you can see the sky, and it's really nice, and it's a pleasant enough. It's not like you actually have to use your night vision or some sort of torch to light your way. But you do feel that in the future you will probably need to do that, because you are going to be heading into some pretty deep forest according to the maps that you own. And you finally find yourself outside of the Shy Trickster Tavern. And on the hanging sign out front, you see it looks as though it's a thief with his cloak up, and all you see is just like two little tiny slits for eyes where there's just a dark void. And it's kind of creepy looking, but yeah, you can see that there's like flower boxes at the windows, and it looks pleasant enough, but the sign kind of makes you feel that the people inside may be a little, as you might say, they may be shady, and not in the Shady Lane sort of way.
Well, better the hood was up than the cloak was up, because we see too little something else's.
Right. So you all walk in and you look around. And this place, you arrived right around 11 o'clock. So it's lunch hasn't
Now, are we on schedule? Because I know we were like a few days early, and then we got thrown in jail and stuff. So, like, how are we on when we were supposed to be here?
Well, you are actually almost on time. You're a little bit late, maybe by a day, but that's okay. It was the escorts that were hired for you knew that there may be issues, and so they did not forsake you and go on without you.
So then, if we hadn't taken those tree strides, we'd really be late.
Right. Oh yeah. If you had the tree strides, really helped you out a lot. So that right there has been like a big deal. Okay, so so as you walk in, it's a little dark in here. There is some candle lighting. The candles though are not. They're probably not the best. So they're not beeswax. They're like tallow. So it smells nasty, and it's kind of run down on the inside. The outside looked a lot better than the inside, and you can see that this place probably either needs a makeover or Hell's Kitchen sort of thing, or a bar rescue, whatever. And as you walk in, you take a look around in this dimly lit room. And Athena, so I need everybody to make perception checks. So if you will find perception on your character sheet and click on that. So Apton got a 12, Athena got a 9, Nathaniel's got a 6.
I have no idea what I'm looking for.
And we're praying for a good roll from...
There it is.
Okay. So, Phenom, you are there at the table looking over a map when you hear hear the door open to the inn. And in walks a young woman wearing armor. She has a large sword on her back. And right next to her is standing a mouse folk, which looks like sort of kind of like a giant rat that just walks around and talks. So,
Mouse, motherfucker, not a rat.
Rat folk. Okay.
Mouse folk.
And so you're not really too sure, but you see that the mouse folk has a messenger bag strapped across him. He's wearing the robes of a cleric, and sticking out of that bag looks to be papers. And one of those papers is a map. So you have an idea that the two people who walked in may actually be the people you are to escort. How would you like to proceed?
I'd like to just kind of subtly raise my hand and then just do this.
Okay.
And then just wave like crazy.
Okay. So Athena and Apton, you were standing there looking through this dim. It doesn't really affect Athena that much. But Athena, in the back of the room, a little bit behind a few different tables, you see a dwarven man sitting back there at a table with an elven gentleman, and you see him slowly raise his hand up, and he waves to you, and then kind of waves you over.
You know him?
No. But it looks like he knows us.
So, Nathanios and Phenom, you actually have papers proving who you are, and if you need to, you can produce those to give to these people. And they also have papers to show you as well that should have matching seals.
All right. So, I guess we walk
Right.
up. Since they didn't come in, we go over to them.
Okay. So,
Or at least I do.
So they're, I'm not really too sure what Nathanius wants to do. That's completely up
Just
to.
follow him.
Okay. So
He's just kind of hiding behind me.
yeah, so as you're standing there, kind of chatting, Athena and Apton, you see the dwarven gentleman and his elven friend stand up, gather. They leave their maps and light behind, and they approach you and at the entrance. What would you like to do, folks?
Present or ask them if they're the people that hired us, and ask if they can show us the papers.
We hired no one,
Okay.
and if you show yours, I'll show you mine.
Well, that costs some money there, bud. So
Money they don't have.
So I show my papers, say showing the whatever paper thing.
I will use termahology or whatever it's called.
That's
And
thaumaturgy.
thaumaturgy. And I will make a light that is closest to me brighten, so I can actually read
Okay.
without straining my mouse eyes.
Okay, so as you are standing there, one of the faint oil lamps that are hanging from the ceiling nearby flares with a brilliant light and shines the light upon the document that you're holding. And after giving it a cursory glance, you do realize that the seals are the same and the signatures match. These are definitely the men who are going to escort you to the Velvet Empire.
Well,
Come to my table.
I will head on over to their table and
Okay. So as you all approach, as Athena and Apton, as you approach the table, you see that spread on the table are maps. You also see some scribbled notes on paper. Some of the language is some is in common, but a lot is in Elven, and there is some in Dwarvish. So both of these are languages you are still, Dwarvish I know you're probably not proficient or even knowledgeable at, but at least you do recognize symbols of the Elvish script. But the words are kind of at a loss. They seem to be more technical than conversational. So interesting. You all take a seat, and in a few moments, a gnomish lass appears with wooden boards that have the menu on it, and she asks if there is anything that you would like to eat.
I say the usual because we've been here for a couple days.
Yeah, she just nods her head in acknowledgement.
I will have water, clean water, and a clean glass, please.
Okay, she notes that.
I will do dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Dino nuggets.
She looks at you a moment and she says, "I'll have to check to see if we have any. We've been running short recently. Most of the town's children really enjoy them."
And why?
I'll just have a drink.
Okay. So she retreats back into the kitchen and gets to work on your orders as you sit there, kind of sizing each other up and looking at the maps. So, as you can see by the map in front of you, this is the area. This is where you're at right now. You're going to be traveling through the wood elf area of the Vespi here. There unfortunately are no actual cut roadways through the through the wood elf forest. Everything is either hunting trails or actual deer trails or large animal trails that these elves travel upon. But luckily for you, you realize that Nathanios is of a wood elf origin, and you realize that he would probably be able to get you through without too much of a hassle. And being that he does speak Elvish, you have Athena and Apton, you feel that you're probably in pretty good hands. But the one thing
How long do we sit there?
You look at that, and he says, Nathaniel, you're looking at it, and you're thinking that it's going to at least take probably a week to make it through the forest into the actual border of the Velvet Empire.
Do I need to say that?
Well,
Well, it's going to take about a week.
Yeah. It's going to take about a week to get through them woods.
So Robert, do wood elves sound like Tennesseans?
Damn straight.
This is perfect. Okay, so
I thought about bringing an accent, but I think I'll stick with the Tennessean.
well, for a minute there, I thought you were going with the Dracula because it sounded like
I want to suck your blood.
yeah, the dwarven vampire. All right, so he says you're thinking it's probably going to take about a week, depending on the weather and any unforeseen issues that may pop up along the way. This is a forest, and there are definitely creatures in the forest that are not friendly to travelers sometimes. So. All right. You all are not actually scheduled to leave until the following day. So that gives you at least a little bit of time to, if there's anything that you need to collect, or if there's anything that you wanted to talk about, you can do so. The rooms of the inn here at the Shy Trickster were already paid for in advance. So it's not like Apton and Athena have to go out and wash dishes or turn tricks or whatever you like to do. So.
Shake hands with unsuspecting people.
Yeah.
Don't ask stupid questions. I'm sure there's not, but is there a temple of Board here?
Unfortunately, there is not. This is primarily you do see some. You haven't seen any temples, but you're kind of thinking with such a large gnomish presence, probably a temple to Glittergold would probably be possible. You may find one for Corellin Letharan, the elven deity, but a cord, maybe you might find a shrine, but probably not an actual temple. So you can look for a shrine if you would like.
Yeah.
Or you can even ask, because most likely there's gnomes that, of course, live here that would be able to give you a little bit of information.
Well, when the waitress comes, or the whatever you want to call her, comes back with the drinks, I will ask her.
Okay. So yes, as you all like poring over the maps and checking things out, making last minute plans, seeing, making sure that everybody has their proper camping gear and things, because it's going to take a week, so you're definitely going to have to make sure that you have food, proper camping gear, and the ability to keep yourselves alive and survive in the wilderness for that amount of time. So, what would you like to do?
Don't worry about horses, right?
You have actually they have horses, but
Well, I mean, I didn't think that we were taking them, were
We
we?
did not.
yeah, you're probably not going to be able to because of the way the roads and paths and trails. It would probably be faster to move by foot. And
Good thing we left ours with what's her
Yeah,
face?
she bought her horses from us.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Well, I'm just saying it's a good thing that she did that, because then we don't have to worry about getting other ones or anything.
right,
And we can use our money for food.
that is true. That is true. Yeah, because I think she did end up buying those from you, so that is kind of helpful.
And that was an entire discussion on the exchange rate there.
Uh huh.
Oh, I'm sure. All right. So, yes, the gnomish lass again appears with your drinks and some rolls and cheese, and she puts them out on the table. And,
No dino nuggies, sorry.
yeah, she looks at you, Nathanius, and says, "I'm sorry, we don't have any dino nuggies, but we do have some fairly fresh mozzarella sticks."
Fairly fresh.
Fairly fresh.
fresh.
All right. Well,
Screw it. I'll take it. Wait. Do they have marinara sauce?
They do have a marinara sauce.
that
It
is also
is
fairly
slightly fresh.
fresh.
Yeah, it's relatively fresh, not even fairly.
Not
Hold on,
even
hold on,
fairly.
hold on. Is it microwaved?
It's only barely microwaved.
I'll
It's
take
just
it.
a slight heat.
Oh, wait a minute. They've got electricity here?
No, they don't. But just to just to help Robert out there. No.
I just
I
think
will
he's a
take it.
little slow, so they just say yes to his answers.
Oh, that actually hurt.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't cross your eyes.
Okay. So, are you going to ask the gnomish woman about the shrine?
I am.
Okay. She looks at you and says, "Yes, actually, there is a shrine on the road to the north.
On the wall.
Yep, just beyond the wall, there is a. There are actually two different shrines. One is for Cord, and the other one is for whore. Not a whore, but whore.
I was gonna say, it'd be really ironic if he said horror.
That shrine is actually inside the walls at the nearest brothel.
That's the whore shrine. That's
One of the previous.
This is HORE for you people who need to look that up.
What's a whore?
That is the deity that our previous compatriot worshipped, and it is pretty much like the deity of revenge.
And he kept gathering hearts and
That is true.
sacrificing them in the fire.
That is true. He did do that. He did sacrifice. He didn't sacrifice anybody, but well, actually, he did, didn't he?
No, he claimed a lot of my kills and sacrificed them.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That is true. Yeah.
He sacrificed the hearts.
Yeah, he did. He
He
did.
did.
He did do some sacrificing,
He also did some swimming,
some swimming.
rock collecting.
Yes, that is true. Okay, so, yeah, you had that information. Is there anything that Nathanios and Phenom need to ask of Athena and Apton? Is there like more information you need to get from them, or are you what is it that you're thinking about that might be useful?
Is Apton afraid of snakes?
I am not.
Weird. Okay.
only snake people. No. Do we know about like what's going on, like the mission and everything, right?
You are not actually. You were just hired to take them to the Velvet Queen.
Okay.
That is really about all you know of their mission. You do know that there is a war going on between the nations of Furiondi and the wolf and tiger nomads to the north. As you can see, you guys are kind of in the middle between all this.
Yeah.
There is also a lot of pressure being placed from the Horn Society on Furiondi as well. But the thing that puzzles you is the fact that the wolf nomads and tiger nomads may actually be working with these two nations here. Usually they kind of keep to themselves. These are barbarian clans to the north, and you are kind of surprised by this. There is, of course, some cross-border incursions that have taken place, but you're not really too sure about their mission in general unless they share that information with you.
Okay. I was just curious because I'm paid to do something. I probably just leave it at that, honestly.
Okay. Now, of course, if they give the information to you, it will probably fill out a little bit more idea of what they're planning on doing. You just know that they were hired by the diplomatic corps, or you were hired by the diplomatic corps of Greyhawk to make this escort possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And you were promised a pretty healthy sum upon delivery.
Not from us.
Okay. All right. I like the sound of that.
Okay. So, you all go through you're kind of thinking about the items that you have that you would definitely need to take with you. Make sure in your inventories for your character sheets that you add like tents and backpacks and things like that. Things that you would need for a week-long journey in the forest. You would be able to get those. Athena and Apton, you don't have to worry because your guides are the ones who are providing most of your food. And
We had
stuff.
them already.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting food.
Right. So, yeah. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that, like, because right now you were almost penniless, if I remember right.
A little
Which
some.
spend it all on food. So if we don't have to worry about that, then that's great.
Right. Yeah, and you do have some camping equipment with you. You do have tents and sleeping bags and stuff like that. So you're not so totally destitute that you're going to freeze to death or starve in the forest, which is nice. Okay. Any other thing before we continue? Any other questions you may have for each other, or anything that you want to look for while you're here in Guild in Hand?
Nothing that I can think of. I mean, we don't have money, so I'm not worried about trying to buy anything.
Okay.
I know where the temple is.
Okay.
Is this like a big city? Well,
No, not really.
large city. Yes, everybody's small.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a Greyhawk or a Chendal, which is, very large cities. Okay, so yeah, so you kind of break from the meeting, and Apton, you are going to head to the shrine.
I am.
Okay, very good. So you proceed through the city, and you don't see any other mouse folk, but it doesn't look as though people are staring at you strangely. You seem to be pretty readily accepted. Gnomes know of mouse folk here because they do travel every once in a while from the lands to the north where you're from. And you eventually pass through a lightly guarded gate to the north, and you make a right-hand turn as soon as you do, and sitting in this pristine garden is the shrine. And you can see that somebody has actually taken the time to keep the garden clean and clear of clutter. And there is actually small flowering shrubs and things around. But behind it, it looks as though it's like a sand pit, like for somebody to practice maybe their art of combat. And so you walk up. It's a beautiful marble shrine, probably about 2 times as large as you. It's tall, and it has the sacred words and directions of chord chiseled into it. Obvious, and it looks as though it was done by probably a dwarven artisan.
Do I see anybody here, or is it kind of quiet, empty?
It's very quiet.
I will go and start, making prayers to the statue, and also trying to clean up and tidy up anything that I notice that might be not where it should be.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, you don't really see too much out of place. Whoever is keeping this shrine is doing a very good job at it, but you haven't seen anyone as of yet. And as you're there on your knee in supplication before the shrine, you feel a hand land on your shoulder, but it's very gentle. It's not like it's like someone attacking you.
Gotta be careful with the mouse.
Yeah, I know. You'll turn around, next thing you know, got necrotic magic is flowing through you at a high rate of speed. He didn't ask a question, though.
Yeah, well, still. Don't
So,
touch.
what are you going to do?
I'm going to just turn and look at him.
So right now you're looking into the long beard and very sort of very wizened looking face of a dwarf dressed in monk's clothing. He's got a monk's robe on, and tying back his wild hair is a band of a cloth band over his eyes. And he looks down at you with a big old smile on his face, and he says, "Hey, lad, I've never seen one of your type around here in a while. Don't get a lot of mouse folk here, especially mouse folk clerics of Cord.
And I said, I found him to be the most interesting.
He says, well, I'm glad you found us. He said, and your name is, Father?
I am Sir Cleric Apton. Sir Apton.
Oh
Keep putting
my.
that cleric in there.
Wow. And royalty to boot, huh? Interesting. Well, it's good to meet you. Good to meet you. I'm Thomas Gravelhot. And I'm the keeper of this wonderful shrine to our beloved Cord.
It is definitely well maintained, and I am very proud to see it as such.
He says, "Well, yes, it's a work of love. So I maintain it and keep it, and I'm glad to see that somebody is enjoying it other than just myself." He said, "So if you feel that you've got to." If there's something you want to leave behind to help with its upkeep, or even if you don't, it's fine. Just a blessing from you would be more than enough.
I was going to ask, he's not a cleric, I'm assuming.
No, he's a monk. He is a monk of your faith, but that is what he does.
He monks. You monk, he monk, we monk.
He monks. He monks for Cord.
I will reach into my pocket and pull out what few coins I have and hand him 2 gold.
He is, you can see a twinkle in his eye as he takes it and says, lad, you don't need to give me so much. Just 1 would be fine, and that would definitely help, cover with the beautification of this location. I mean, you're obviously far away from home, and you look like the traveling sort.
Cord has been good, so I will gladly give what I can when I can.
He thanks you again, and he says, "Well, I will leave you to your prayers, and thank you again, sir. Sir Cleric Apton, is that right?"
Sir Apton, yes. You can just call me Apton.
All right, very good. Well,
I will reach down and pick up some sand off of it and wipe it across his chest, doing like a ritual prayer.
Okay. And he just kind of beams with pride as you do so, and he thanks you again, and he leaves you to your meditations. Okay. So while Apton is doing that, Athena, is there anything that you were going to do here? It's a relatively decent sized city, but it's not like a metropolis. Like I said, you don't really have a lot of cash, but you at least have a room to stay at the Shy Trickster. You can check out the room.
What are the other 2 doing?
Nathanios and Phenom, what are you guys doing? Are you all still hanging out there, or?
Yeah, for me, I'm just kind of finishing up, the food and my ale and whatnot.
Okay, so I guess you guys are just hanging out there.
I was actually going to go outside and try to start a cult.
He's gonna rogue around.
He's gonna rogue around. So what do you mean by start a cult?
Like, just have people blindly worship me. I want to try my persuasion out so bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could...
Go to the monk.
Well, I mean, you could try to use your persuasion if you're trying to maybe get more information about what is actually happening and why you got hired.
Oh, that wasn't in the dossier.
No, we basically just got hired, and we don't
You
really know
basically
much.
just went through this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
So whatever you're doing that is not letting you pay attention to the
Playing WoW.
yeah,
I'm
stop,
not playing WoW.
stop it,
You
dude.
can clearly see my attention is focused on this, so I've not moved.
Or pay attention.
He's not moved.
He's
folks.
just staring.
I'm just gonna get a cardboard cutout and put it like
I
right
don't know.
here.
I've seen him run back and forth a few times. I consider that moving.
You've seen him move a couple of times.
Now, I don't really care as to why we're here. I mean, I get paid for it, so. I don't know. I guess I'm going.
Although I feel like we should probably figure it out.
Well, we'll let you do that.
You got the better perception. What the fuck?
All right, fine. I'll start asking questions as to why we are here. What is our purpose?
What is our quest?
Yeah.
What is our purpose?
Do I have to
42.
42?
42. Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, if you want to, I mean, you can try. You can ask questions of Athena if you want. That's totally up to you. Or you, there are other options. You may try to use sleight of hand to get documents from bags or things of that nature, or try to get more. That's up to you. I'm not telling you can or can't. You should
Question.
You should be thinking like a thief.
I have this ability.
Uh-huh.
That's a new ability, so I want to use it.
Okay.
I gotta find it.
Oh boy.
I also have a question for one of my abilities.
Okay.
I would like to know their armor class and their strength scores, if they are equal to, greater than, or less than mine.
Ooh. Okay.
She can
So
examine.
are we going to talk about like maybe doing a fun test of strength through arm wrestling?
No, I just want to know.
Oh.
She's eyeballing them and getting an idea of.
Eyeballing.
She has an ability. She's eyeballing them and gets an idea of
she's
like two things.
She's sizing them up.
Yes.
Okay. So, gentlemen, if you will give the lady the information that she... Or is this a perception check?
I think you are supposed to tell me whether theirs is equal to, higher, or lower than mine.
Ah, okay. That's a good question.
That way I don't know the exact number, but I know it compared to mine.
Okay. Then let me find that information for you, because that sounds like it's interesting stuff all the way around.
Mine to be able to see.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Also, that way I don't have to say what mine is for them to say, oh yeah, mine's higher, because then they'll know what mine is.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, in D&D, everybody's it's like, yeah, my strength is 7, like, that's pretty good. Instead of just, like, looking at the guy going, well, yeah, he's strong.
He's a big old boy. Okay, let me find something to write with. Why is it that I have an entire desk full of stuff and I have no pencils?
Got one.
Shut up. Okay.
Should have told him. He would have brought it over earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just need to know armor classes or higher, lower, and
Strength
stuff like
and
that.
upper.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. Let me just go back through here and find out what else I can tell you. Okay. Okay. So we are looking at. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. And last but not least, this is the fun part of D&D where I have to actually work. I just can't sit back and tell stories all the time. Christy making me work. Why is that, Christy? Why must you be so cruel? Okay, so here we go. After looking at them, giving them a really good once, twice, thrice over, you come to the realization that none of them, neither of them are as strong as you are. And their armor, while it is extremely functional, it is not what you would consider combat, like heavy combat ready. So you definitely feel that it is definitely below your standard. Okay. Does that help you? Does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because you can look at both of them. They are both wearing leather armors. Strapped across the back of the dwarf is a very ornate elvish made longbow that you it's just absolutely beautiful in its make, but you cannot really see any outstanding weapons on the elvish gentleman, who is also wearing armor.
But he is elf.
Yeah, he's definitely an elf.
Oh man, Nathanios isn't butt naked sitting in the tavern.
Damn.
He's sitting there with his wang on the table.
Yeah.
Can I get some ketchup? Can I get some mustard for this hot dog? Yeah.
We're gonna play hide the pickle.
I've come for your pickle.
God. Okay. So there we are. Anything else that you want to try to do or anything? Or are we marching onward?
If they're not going anywhere, I would ask to practice and learn some more Elvis.
Okay. Yeah, so you break out the notes that you were given by Willow, and you are just sitting there with your wine or ale or whatever you're drinking, and putting, trying to put some words together, not actually saying them aloud, but running them through your head, so as that you do not draw attention. What's that?
I was gonna see if he could teach me more. He's an elf, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to ask him or not. I thought you were just going through the notes that Willow gave you.
I said, well, if he's not going anywhere and doing anything, maybe I can see if he can help me out a little bit and teach me more.
Okay.
Man, would you look at the time?
And then, if you're not gonna help me, then I'll go to my room and study on my own.
I guess I can help her.
Okay. Yeah, so you spend, if you're willing to spend a little bit of time and chat with her concerning the Elvish language and trying to help her a little bit more with punctuation and vocabulary, you are able to grasp a little bit more information, and you feel a little bit more confident that the language, while it may have it may have different dialects, it primarily stays pretty much the same. What was I able to? I think it was that I gave you last time.
She was able to get a general idea of picking stuff out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so
Sounds like a
yeah, so
understanding.
yeah, so now you have a general idea of numbers. You now know how all the letters are you can sound out the actual alphabet. By looking at it, you can actually sound out words. So words that appear both in Common and Elvish, you would be able to pick out pretty quickly, which is good. And so that would, it gives you a little bit more of a chance, but of course he's only teaching you really conversational Elvish. If you were looking for more either like technical or clinical Elvish, that would take a much longer time to get to. But yeah, you're able to gather a little bit more information and increase your ability to speak Elvish. Okay.
I have a question about one of my spells, just as
Sure,
a
of
quick
course.
FYI. So I have the ability to speak with animals.
Yes.
Does that count towards Apton?
I don't know if squeak squeak is considered a language.
Squeak, squeak. Actually, yeah, being that he's a sentient humanoid, that would not actually work. So I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No. I was just curious because I thought that was kind of funny.
You thought it was funny. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. Okay. So yeah, as the afternoon goes on, you are able to, come to the realization that you have the night and you do not have to worry about setting up camp anywhere. Nathanios and Finum, you already have rooms here at the Shy Trickster, and as the rest of the afternoon rolls on into the evening, you see that more and more patrons are showing up for the dinner rush, and it's becoming a little bit more lively. You do see a mixture of gnomes, elves, and some dwarves make their way into the tavern. Most give you sort of just a quick glance, a knowing smile or a nod, and they just go about their own business. You don't really seem anything. Apton, you return from your trip to the Shrine of Cord and find your room upstairs. It's very Spartan, but it does look comfortable, and but unlike other places that you've stayed before, it is not it's not the Ritz, you could say that.
Definitely not Chindle.
No, it's definitely not the well-appointed rooms that you had at Manclaw Manor, which was like the best. So those days are long behind you, unfortunately. Okay. Anything you all want to add, or we're just gonna plow right through? Keep plowing.
I got
plowing.
nothing.
What's that?
I drink the night away. No,
Oh,
I
I
don't.
The dwarf gets trashed.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Hey guys.
If we die out here,
Hmm?
I just realized if we die out here, Armos gets that whole keep all to himself.
Bastard.
That is true. That is true. If you guys die, yeah, Armos gets everything. But
Because I was thinking, our beds at our own manor would be real nice after being cleaned up.
that is true too. And it's after you take
We
all,
haven't slaughtered
after you take the manacles off the walls and stuff, the sex dungeon that you have.
But that's what Armos is there for. That's what he's doing.
That is true.
He's cleaning up.
He is cleaning it up. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you all
Well,
spent,
he's not. His unseen servants are.
yeah.
But how can he tell he can't see them?
Unseen
He's too
servant.
lazy to do it. So if it gets done, his unseen servants are doing it.
Yeah. Okay, so the rest of the evening passes by uneventfully. You are able to enjoy yourself at the tavern, and eventually find yourself back in your rooms later on that evening. after enjoying a dinner that was actually not as subpar as you were thinking it was going to be. You were actually quite pleased with it, the service being better than you were expecting. And you end up falling into fitful sleeps. And your dreams are pleasant, while Apton, you have one disturbing nightmare, which rocks you out of your sleep early.
Somebody's pickle.
Somebody's. It's just Nathanios waving,
Yeah, you see-
waving his junk in your face. Oh no!
Yeah, you just see Nathaniel sneak out of the room real quick.
Teabag.
Teabag. Yeah. No. Once again, you find yourself on the deck of the ship. The Randy Dolphin, and if you remember the Randy Dolphin, and you're
It's the pink one with the thing coming out the front of it, right?
yeah, and you remember you swinging across on the rope to the other ship and landing pretty much at the feet of the green hag. And just as you do so, you stare into its hideous green face and immediately shoot up out of your sleep, remembering back to that horrible night. And you're like, just kind of sweating a little bit, and you get up and splash some water on your face from a jug that is sitting on a table not too far away from your bed. And as you go over, you look out the window into the street below, and further to the north, you can see lightning in the clouds.
Lightning and the thunder.
Yeah.
As a Stormforged cleric, I think I'm kind of cool with lightning and thunder.
Yeah, you're watching it. You're watching the lightnings like travel between the clouds, and you can see the different colors.
By the power of Cord, lightning strikes. Yes, I timed it perfectly.
So yeah. So you pass the rest of your evening. You eventually go back to sleep, and the dream of the green hag is no longer.
It's an interesting spot to go back to in your dreams.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Me, the DM planned it.
Okay. So the next morning you rise and you ready yourself for the journey ahead. As Athena and Apton, you make your way down, you see Nathanios and Phenom finishing their breakfasts and are checking over their gear one last time. You can see that they had went ahead and placed an order for just a plate, a large platter to be brought with breakfast foods on it for you, so you wouldn't have to waste time in ordering and waiting. And before you is a sumptuous meal of varied breakfast meats, breads, cheeses, and juices.
How long has it been since we've gotten here? Probably like 13 hours, 14
About 13 hours. Yeah.
Okay. At that 23-hour mark, I'll probably end up eating that berry.
Okay.
And I will try to store whatever little bit of food we get here to bring with.
Okay.
I don't know what the berry does.
It gives you enough sustenance for one day and heals you 1 hit point.
Okay.
Okay. So, you all finish your breakfast and you all end up moving outside. Everybody's checking their gear, making sure that they're ready. You look at your shoes, making sure that the tread on them is definitely ready for this type of travel, and then you start to make your way out of town, and you let's see if I remember right. There is another way to zoom, and I can't remember how to do it.
Roll wheel?
No. What's Max? You taught me this the other day.
Control scroll.
Control scroll. Well, I'm doing it, but it's not doing it.
You might be in as zoomed in as you
You
can
might
go.
be as zoomed in as you
Yeah,
can.
unfortunately, that's a bummer. Alrighty, so
Closer.
yeah, I wish we could. That would be good. So yeah, you're going to actually head off on this little
Could
road right.
open the magnifying glass app on your computer,
Yeah,
Not too.
but that might be a bit much.
yeah, I think so too. Would be nice if I could, but that's okay. Alrighty, so yeah, you're going to actually start off on this road here, and once you get here, you are going to leave the road, cross this little river right here, this flowing stream, make your way around this mountain or hill, and then make your way up this way. Now, as you see, there are some gaps in the trees, and especially once you get here, which will really just kind of take you right to the Velvet Queen's lair. Should be pretty good. Okay, so excellent. So you make your way out of town, and you are quickly engulfed by the forest around you. And as I was saying before, the woods here press in on every side. Definitely too thick for horses to, or even a cart. Oh, a cart would be an impossibility, but actually just even a good size horse would be very, very difficult to do. Every once in a while, the path splits, and you see where it goes in a different direction. Every once in a while, though, you do find a sign, wooden signs around, pointing in different directions, and all of them are in Elvish script. And it doesn't seem that Nathanios really takes much note of them, as he just quickly walks through, and he's taking kind of the lead in this with Phenom next to him. They talk very quickly. Like I said, they know each other. They've traveled these woods many times. And Athena and Apton, you have a feeling that you are probably in pretty good hands, and that your guides know where they are taking you.
Still gonna try and read the signs though.
Okay, yeah.
For practice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No problem. So yeah, you see signs that of towns, or locations, or special locations within the forest. Some are for shrines to certain forest deities, while others are what together are small cities with the numbers on this showing you how many leagues away are they, or sometimes you even see a number with a D after it, and the Elvish D, which means of days of travel.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty intense. But as you are going along, you're actually increasing your knowledge of the language, and every once in a while, Nathanios, you'll hear Athena pronounce a name or a place on the signs, and you sometimes find yourself chuckling a little bit that maybe the pronunciation is just a hair off, but you kind of get this feeling that she's really trying, and you plan to make sure that she understands, maybe at a later time, that you'd be able to take her to and teach her a little bit more of some of those words and letters and locations. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And alrighty, so let me go back here. All right. So you proceed, and you by the time you get to where it starts to get about noonish, you're right here, right at this road, right where you're getting ready to cut off. And well, actually, you guys have already done that, and you're getting ready to head across that creek, which is just actually probably about a mile away from you. When I need you all to make a perception check. Wow. Okay. So Apton,
Way to go, Ranger.
All
Athena,
right.
yeah, as
I'm just like, cool.
in the forest, not too far away, right up ahead of you, you hear something in the forest. You and as you stop for just a second to listen, you can hear that it's actually pushing the trees to the sides. And so what are you going to do?
I will kind of give Venom a little whistle to give him a heads up.
Because
And
my dumbass is not noticing. Oh, look, noises.
and I will climb. I'll try to climb up to a tree to see if I can get a better idea of what's coming.
Okay, so you grab onto a tree that is very close to you, and you start to shimmy up. Can you give me a climb check?
Would you like it to be athletics or acrobatics?
Let's go with athletics, because you're going to have to pull yourself up. Okay.
Not so much.
Yeah, so actually you get about halfway up this tree, lose your footing and handhold, and you start to fall. Perception checks for everybody on the ground.
I'll catch him.
That's what that's for.
Oh, no. I know what's going to happen.
Or can I acrobatics try to catch myself?
Okay, so...
Tuck and roll?
Okay, so actually, Venom sees you slip and fall from the tree, and Venom, you are actually close enough that you can reach out and catch him before he hits the ground. If you can give me an athletics check. Oops. Okay, so
I was gonna say, well, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you reach out. You notice that he is falling. You reach out to grab him, and he just kind of passes between your outstretched hands. And
Yeah, I forgot that my arms are short because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah,
Can I
and
tuck and roll?
what's that?
Can I try to roll so I don't,
Yeah, you can give that a
at
try.
least look cool?
Yeah, to at least look cool. Yeah. Okay. You do that. Okay, very good. So actually, you land relatively well, and you take 3 points of damage. That's not too bad. So,
Can I try and climb up?
yeah, if you would like to give that a shot.
I want to try my athletics roll.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah.
Nat 1. She got a nat 1.
Okay. So,
All right, so I get up a foot and I slip.
yeah.
Can I try to catch her?
You completely missed the tree. You don't even. You just jump and then will fall to the floor. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that sucks.
Okay. So you get up the tree.
So I missed the branch that I tried to jump on.
Pretty much. Yeah. You miss the branch. And you end up. Go ahead. Anyone else who would like to try to catch her?
I will try because why not?
I caught her.
Oh, Jesus, really?
A nat
Nat
20.
20, baby.
Wow, nat 1 and then a nat 20. All right. I'll try to
Pick a
climb. That was
combo breaker.
athletics, right?
Okay, so Athena, with all of your armor and everything like that, how much do you think you weigh? Because I want to know when Apton catches you, is he going to the hospital, or is he going to the morgue? Because that's what I want to know.
He took more damage from catching you than he did when he fell.
That's
Go under inventory.
Yeah.
that's my worry. As he reaches out and tries to catch her, she just
176 pounds.
buries him. Okay, now that's 176 just you, or with all of your armor?
That's all of her stuff.
That's weight carried.
Wow. Okay. That's weight carried. Okay, so cool. All right, yeah. You know what? I'm going to be generous because I'm not an evil DM. But yeah, you are going to take a little bit of damage off of this one.
You fracture a finger.
Yeah, you take another 2 points of damage from trying to be a hero. Good going, hero.
Not trying, succeeding.
That is true. You did succeed. As Nathanios and Venom sort of look and go, oh boy, here we go. All right, so
I'll try to climb,
Mighty
I guess.
so
now.
by the time that you get ready to shimmy up the tree after all this noise of everybody falling and crashing,
Yeah. Thud.
yeah, go ahead and make your roll. But yeah, I'm gonna
Initiative.
yeah, initiative.
Oh, mine.
You said you were gonna climb, right?
Yeah, I was gonna try to climb.
Okay, let's see what you do. Okay, much better. Okay, so you actually are able to climb up this tree, but what is it that you want to accomplish once you get up to it?
They just wanted to climb a tree because I was climbing a tree.
Yeah. I was told that there was something.
There was a tree
with a
to
whistle.
climb.
There was a whistle, and I was like, I understood, and I climbed a tree.
Okay.
And then I looked. I guess I looked around.
Okay, give me a perception check then. Once you get up to the height which is about 25 feet. Okay, you see nothing. You see nothing because of the leaves in the canopy are so thick.
What do your dwarf eyes see? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. There's a bird.
There's a bird.
Wait, that's not a bird. That's a leaf. That looks like a bird.
It's a leaf that looks like a bird.
Oh, it's a pretty bird.
Okay.
He's a koala right now eating eucalyptus.
That is absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna switch over to the map. Real quick.
I don't get to give you shit.
I know, because why? Because I'm a good DM.
Anyways.
Wait, what?
Anyways.
Those pictures.
Okay, so you are here in the forest. Venom is over here up in a tree off to the side. And what you see coming out of the forest finally makes its way onto the path. And you see this gigantic greenish looking creature heading towards you. Extremely tall, extremely creepy, and just absolutely nasty sounding. And so people who have some nature knowledge may want to, or dungeoneering may want to give this one a go.
Did you say engineering?
Dungeoneering. They don't have that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. So nature would work.
Did it work? Did I
What am I
know?
doing?
Anybody?
On your character sheet, you'll see nature under skills. If you click on the plus or minus, you'll be rolling to see if you can figure out what this is.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. He's too busy looking at the
Yeah.
bird.
I'm looking at the leaf.
That is
still.
true. You're still looking at leaves up at the top.
I'm at the leaf. I'm at the
So,
leaf. bro.
Apton, you and Nathanios immediately pulls two extremely sharp-looking daggers out of his belt under his duster and swing them around like this and twirl them on his fingers, and now he has them in a combat stance. And he looks over at you, you look over at him, and at the same time, you both say the word troll at the top of your lungs. Phenom, you hear your companions below you shout out the word troll as you all start to get into some sort of fighting stance. And we need to roll for initiative.
Is it a nice, beautiful day out, or is it stormy?
No, it's a nice day. It's still daylight, and I'm sorry.
You've always giving us nice days now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want a terrible day, like you being falling off of a tree and almost hurting yourself? I mean, that would be awesome, though, right?
Fracturing a finger when you're trying to catch them.
Yeah, this one's carrying a large club with him as he quickly starts to approach. And let me do his.
So the ranger doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get to go. Yeah. Oh, troll? What? Oh, okay.
When you roll your initiative, make sure you have your token selected on roll 20.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, it didn't work.
Did mine work?
I will let you know. Okay, so let me do the descending order. We have Nathanios first. We have Athena, Phenom, Athena, and Athena twice? What?
No.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
only see it once on mine, so
Oh.
something's buggy on your end, DM.
I see it
There
twice here. I
should
have a
be the
7.
7.
I see a 7 and a 20.
I see
No, the
10.
20
I
is
see
him.
10 for Nathanios.
Yeah, I got 10 for me, 20 for Phenom, and 6 for Apton.
I see 22
22 for Nathanios.
for
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then 20
For who?
Phenom,
Okay.
and then 7 for me and 6 for
Interesting. So me and
Apton.
Rob are on weird terms here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Alrighty. Okay, so let me figure out how this troll is going to pan out. Huh. That's just really weird. That they don't have...
Initiatives.
Yeah.
Trolls don't fight.
Oh, no, I see why. It's only got a +1 bonus. Okay, that's why it's doing it. Okay. Wow, that's just totally strange and weird. Yeah, it doesn't even let you, it doesn't give you, what is it? A way of being able to roll it from their character sheet. But that's okay, don't worry about it. You know why? Because
we're not the DM.
we can do it. And he rolled a 2, because we get to add a +1 to that. So let me add him real quick. Oh, man, this is not... I wonder why it won't let me do that. Huh. That's just really, really weird. That it doesn't give me the ability to do an initiative for them. There's like actually no... all right, hold on 1 minute. Let me see if I can just click it here. Nope. Oh. No? Okay, I'm just gonna add it, hopefully, and we'll see if it does it.
And we purposely go through these problems just so that we can have D&D Beyond come to us and go, what kind of shit do you need fixed? We'd be like, watch our stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, this is just not being cool. Huh.
Add custom item.
Add custom
When you-
item?
When you go to the turn order, I saw something that said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Round caption, item not in play, etc. Let's just
I don't know if that-
optional add. And, I can just add him down at the bottom. Cool. Okay, cool. We're good. Yay. Alrighty. Whew. See, we're learning stuff every day, folks. Every day in every way. Okay, Nathanios, what are you going to do?
I thought he was +1.
I'm sorry?
Not that it matters, but I thought he was +1. Should make him a 3, not a 2.
No, he had a 1.
He rolled a 1.
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Nathanius, what are you planning on doing?
I'm going to try to persuade it to join my cult.
You just really want to call.
Really do. I guess I will attack with my daggers.
Okay, so right now it is about. I'll give you a roundabout. It's about 20 feet away from you.
Which is just enough for a dagger.
Oh,
Yeah, so you could actually throw both of your daggers at it.
okay. Would that be acrobatics or
Nope, no, it's just an attack roll with your daggers. You see.
So under action,
under
where you see
actions-
dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see actions. So
Okay, now scroll down. It would be under all or under attack.
Well, he clicked some. He clicked daggers, and it said 20. It gave him 22.
yeah.
Oh, did it hit? Brian?
That'll hit.
Okay, now you click the next one over, and it gives damage. Oh, it auto
Okay,
did it?
yeah, it already did it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because it's going to be piercing for his first attack. And Robert, I think you get multi-attack, do you not? I think you get 2 attacks at this level. Yeah.
Okay, so roll again.
Yep, roll again for your second dagger. Unfortunately, that is not going to hit, but the first one it does hit, and it does 6 points of damage. Very nice. Good start. Okay. Phenom, what are you going to do? You are still in the tree.
Have I at least acknowledged that there's a troll? Oh yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, they
both
shouted
screamed
it.
troll. Okay.
Right.
So,
You are now
Can
you are now standing on a limb about 25 feet off the ground.
okay. So if I were, for example, were to do like a perception check or something just to kind of look around to see if there's any more trolls around.
If you were able to drop maybe about 5 feet, you would be below the canopy and be able to see everything. So you could actually take a 5-foot drop to the branch below you, but you will need to do an acrobatics check to do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Oh Jesus.
Okay, so as he is trying to do that, he literally slips off of the branch that he's trying to get to and falls 20 feet to the ground. And
I need to catch.
you want to try to catch him? Go ahead and try to catch him.
Not the mouse. I weigh 100. I weigh 165 pounds.
Athletics, right?
Yeah.
See
Okay.
if I could-
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
God.
So yeah, she
Can I do-
she literally jumps over there really quickly and is able to sort of jump and scoop you and actually put you down on the ground. Unfortunately, because of this, you lose your turn.
All right.
Athena, you also lose your turn.
Fine, I couldn't do anything anyway.
Apton, it is your turn. Everything okay? I think I kind of lost everybody's sound there for a minute.
No, he's thinking.
No,
Oh, he's thinking. Okay.
Um,
Play your class, man. No.
yes, I will go ahead and do.
I could grapple. Oh fuck.
Let's show off. I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast it. What is the 30 foot and I will cast it right here,
Where are you casting it?
Right above.
right above Nathaniel's
So right about there?
Yeah.
first square right in front of him. Yep.
Okay, cool.
A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned upon the symbol of your deity.
Okay.
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity savings throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The guardian vanishes after it has dealt a total of 60 damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes, so 10 feet. I'll go ahead and cast that. I'll cast it on VTT for you guys too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anything in this square that's within, was that you said 10 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, good. Okay, and then so the troll is actually going to rush up, and let's see, when he's got a 30 foot, so he is going to be able to cover a pretty decent amount, being that I'm going to do it from here. Okay, yeah, he's actually going to rush right up here into that zone, and okay,
I think that's about right.
yeah, that's probably about right. Okay, so what is it? What does he have to make, a dexterity check?
Dexterity savings throw.
Okay,
And he has to beat a 16.
a 16 he has to beat. Okay, let me see what's going on with this thing. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna work. Here we go. Okay, let's see if that's... Okay, I rolled a 17, but it's not showing up on the thing here. Yeah, I had it selected. And he rolled a 17. I just don't know why it's not showing up in
Roll 20.
in roll 20, which is sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, folks.
It might be because that specific troll is not technically connected to the one in the turn order, so it might just kind of not show up.
Oh, that might actually be it. Yeah, because it's not. Yeah. All right.
Then it takes 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant? Very
I'm
good.
sorry, 10.
10?
Half. 10.
10. Okay. Very good. So as it approaches, you see this large, or this column of radiant light, this radiant energy cascades over it and starts to starts to damage the creature. And it is going to get one attack on Nathanios. And so Nathanios, it's going to use its attack. It's going to use its club to, or no, actually, it's going to try to bite you.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah. And it rolled a 10. Well, hold on 1 minute. 10 plus 17. Does that hit?
What am I going against?
It's your
Armor
armor
class.
class.
Yeah, it hits because I'm 13.
Okay. Very good. And you take 4 points of damage. No, I'm sorry. You take 8 points of damage.
That's slightly worse.
Yeah. Okay. Nathanius, you can. You have more daggers, of course, at your disposal in your bandoliers or whatever. So you can actually go ahead and make it. It's now your turn, and you can make your attack.
Okay. Do I use? I'm guessing just a regular dagger, not the silvered, customized one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, first one hits, doing 4 damage. Very good. The second one hits, doing 4 damage. So you did 8 damage total. Nice. Woo. Very good. All right. Okay, Phenom, you are now up. And
Back on my feet.
You are on your feet, and you can make a full attack from your location.
Okay, so I can do the longbow,
Yep.
correct? Okay, and then do I get 1 attack or?
If you go under actions, it'll say actions, attacks per action.
2.
And it'll,
2.
So you get
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You go pew pew.
Pew, pew.
So if I do a perception check to see if there's anything else around us, does that count? That counts as an action, right?
Well, I think that would be considered. Yeah, because you are actually taking time to look around.
Okay.
So that would
All right.
actually
I was
take
just
up one of your
curious.
attacks.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull my bow
Okay.
and then do 2 shots.
That'll hit. And now roll your damage for it. And that'll hit. So now
Okay,
you
so
roll both of your and roll damage for both of those. First one's a 9. And the other one's a 12. Very good. So you did 21 points of damage?
Blackjack. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Very good. And the troll roars out in pain as Nathanios, as you see 2 long shaft arrows strike him dead center in its chest, doing some incredible damage. And
Blood just-
Athena, it is now your turn.
If I take a 10 foot step forward, is that going to take away one of my attacks?
Yeah, unfortunately, if it was just a 5-foot step, it would be fine, but you are actually going to have to go up 2 to actually get within melee combat range. But at least you'll be able to get 1 attack.
Just throw your sword.
It's not something that really works in real life.
No, I got a few daggers. I'll try
And
first.
if it runs away, it'll have her sword.
True.
But it needed a sword. Unfortunately, that will miss.
Okay. Should have just ran up and attacked them then.
That one will hit, though.
Alright.
All right, 7 points of damage. Again, you, as everybody is watching, these arrows are landing. A dagger flies past it. Another dagger hits it in the shoulder. And all of this is going on around you as you hear this creature bellow in pain once again as it is struck by your friend's weapons. Apton, it is now your turn. What is it that you will do?
I will toll the dead.
Okay.
Wisdom savings throw 16.
Wisdom savings throw for our little friend. Alrighty. We can do that. And that is... What did you roll? A 13. So he will fail. Is that right?
Yep, he'll take 10 damage.
10 damage. Very nice. I like it. All right. Okay, the troll is still in the same location. Is your guardian once again in effect?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
8 hours, baby.
8 hours. Okay. So how,
Dex save 16.
needs a dex save 16, and dex he got a 19 on the dex.
He takes another 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay, another 10 points of rad damage. All right, very good. He is now once again going to strike out at Nathanios with his claw and bite combo. Biting first. He rolls a 15.
Damn.
That'll hit.
Yep.
Okay, that's a bite. And so the damage is 6. He then tries to attack you with his claws. And a 15. That also hits. Doing a total of 7 points of damage. Perception checks all the way around.
Be perceptive. Be perceptive. I was not perceptive. I was not perceptive.
Finally, I figured something out.
You did.
I ain't no longer go, ooh, a butterfly.
Okay, so Nathanios, you are too busy fighting this creature to realize anything. Venom, you hear sounds off to your left. Athena, you are also more concerned with what's happening in the front. And Apton, you do not realize until it is too late. You see another troll burst from the woods just right next to you, and it is going in for an attack upon
Ignore
you.
whatever I just rolled.
Okay. Let me ignore whatever you just rolled. Okay.
Yeah, I misclicked.
Okay.
I was scrolling and boop.
So let me add troll 2.
I liked Trolls too. That's pretty good. I had the guys from my brother, and me in it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let me roll a. Because he's coming into the fray here, and he gets a 7 for his initiative.
Tied
All
with
right.
Athena.
What's that?
I tied with Athena.
Yep.
But where he's at.
Okay, so let me do the descending. All right, here we go. All right, we are back up at the top. Nathanios, what are you doing?
Oh, he didn't attack. He just came out.
Yeah. Well, no, wait. Actually, no. He did come out, but he only gets one attack, and he's going to try
Congrats!
He's going to do a claw. What's wrong?
So it came out, so
Yeah.
it's like, congrats.
So he's going to do a claw attack against Apton. Because this is a surprise attack. So let's see how he does. Oh, he does very poorly. He only rolled a 12.
Yeah.
So Apton is able to do a matrix move and sort of under the attack of this creature.
Not within 5 feet of you.
Yes, he is. Is that enemy within 5 feet of me?
Yes,
Yes.
looks like it.
When a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Okay, you can do that now.
Alright. Let me find it.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Nice. Very good.
That's why I did that.
Very good. Nathanios, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hide because I'm almost dead.
Attack the damn thing in front of you. It's got like 12 HP.
Fine, I will attack it.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll also hit. And in doing so, the creature falls as you take both of your daggers and plunge them into. Well, you tell me, Robert. How are you killing this creature with your 2 daggers?
Castration.
Okay, so
I'm gonna neuter it.
okay, so as you watch Nathanios do a tumble move forward in between its legs, taking both daggers like so and lopping its Johnson and balls off, it falls to the ground, clutching its nether regions and crying out in a strangled, high-pitched wail.
Just like carving a pumpkin.
Okay, so this guy.
I hope that's your
Is
catchphrase anytime you kill somebody
dead.
that way.
Okay. Phenom, it is now your turn.
Alright, so I see the troll just getting,
Yeah.
absolutely eviscerated.
Yep.
So I
You
immediately turn
Okay.
to the new troll because I hear the tussle and bustle to my left,
Right.
or behind me, I guess.
Okay.
And I grab 2 more arrows and I go to fire.
Okay. You're going to need to make a 5-foot step here to be able to get a direct line of sight.
Okay, so that doesn't count as a move, right?
Nope. It is no. That is you can do it and still make your full attack.
Alright, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the 2 shots.
Awesome.
Alright, so we're going to do that. And then that.
Okay. The first one will hit. The second one will not.
Alright, so damage there is.
And 7. Very good. All right. Troll number 2 is going to an attack again on Apton. Let's see if he is successful with his bite, which he is not. He only rolled a 12. And his claw attacks a 21.
That'll hit.
That'll definitely hit, and the damage is a 14, which is a brutal, scathing attack.
Can he go ahead and make a dexterity savings throw of DC 16?
I'm sure he can. A DC 16 dexterity save?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend. I'm sure he can. And that is a 7, which is a failure, I'm sure.
He's going to go ahead and take 16 points of damage because I'm going to use Wrath of Storm and max out the damage.
Okay.
And I'm also going to push him back 10 feet.
Okay. Very nice. So he is actually going to be pushed back here. Okay. Very good. So he has been pushed back.
I was all set up to kill him.
Okay.
He had to go pushing him out of the way,
Okay.
saving his life.
Okay. So Athena, it is now your turn. What are you planning on doing?
Just to move forward again.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, so
I might as
you will
well.
need to move here, which is a 10, I believe that is a 10-foot move. Yeah, that's a 10-foot
Yeah.
move. Sorry. Okay, and you may make 1 attack. Which is a successful hit. Wow, nice damage.
Nice.
Very good. All right, and Apton, it is now your turn.
I will go ahead and about what time is it? Do you know?
In the game?
Yeah.
Let's see, it's probably a little bit after noon.
So we still got
That's
some
1
time.
or 2. Yeah.
Mm. That'd be interesting. Let's see if I can do this without killing anybody. A wave of thunder sweeps forth within each creature in a foot cube. Nope, not doing that. That's how you kill everybody on your team.
Anyway,
It can happen.
Hmm. Boy howdy. Um, I'm feeling dangerous. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to him and make a touch attack.
Okay, so you're going to make the 10-foot step. Go ahead and make your touch attack. Okay. Unfortunately, that is going to miss.
That sucks.
I'm sorry. Okay, and so now we are back up at the top. Nathanios, it is now your turn.
I keep pushing him away from Athena.
I think I'm gonna pick up my daggers from the
Yep.
castrated guy.
Okay.
I'm sure that will probably take up my action, right? My actions.
So you're going to spend the time just to go ahead and collect your daggers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Phenom, it is now your turn.
All right. So I guess I'll just kind of do the same. Well,
Okay.
do I have to move again? Because I'm kind of blocked now again.
Actually, let me tell you if you are. No, you can actually make an attack from there.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm gonna use my bow.
Okay.
2 shots.
And both will miss.
Oh.
All right,
Both of
both.
them miss.
Crit
End up-
fumble times 2.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn, that's pretty scary.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Too late to get new guides.
thank God my bow.
Go back to
Hopefully
town.
my
and say-
bow doesn't break. Yeah, hopefully my bow doesn't break.
Yeah.
God. The arrows just break.
Okay.
You shot your foot.
Yeah. I did the scene out of Grown Ups.
Okay. Again, the troll is going to make his attack. First one is a 12, which is a miss. The second one is.
Is he attacking me?
Yes. The second one's a 19.
Got a hit.
That's a hit. And the damage you take is only 12.
Alright, make a dexterity savings throw of 16.
All right. We can do that. With a 9.
It's going to be another 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And I am all out of those.
Is he still alive? Because I get to make a reaction thing. Sentinel attack.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. So you'll make this attack, but then also go into your next attack. So you should get.
She hit.
That's a good hit.
23.
Alright. Let's see if he's still alive.
Okay.
11?
Nice. He's still alive.
Okay. Then I'll do my attack.
Your full attack. Yeah. That will miss. That will hit.
Fumble.
And with a 17. Very nice. And how are you killing him? How is
chop
this?
off his head.
How does this look? Huh?
Big head. I'll chop off his head, the one with the actual brain in it.
Okay, so as he reaches down, it looks as though he's about ready to try to take a bite at you. You spring forward, bringing your sword around in an arc, and his head flies off and bounces against a tree, not more than 5 feet away from you, as the body falls to the ground. All right. Wow, you guys have survived your first combat together. Very good. All right. Well,
So I'm going to go ahead and dab everybody's forehead other than Phenom's.
okay.
And that does 1d6, or was it 1d6 and something? For the handkerchief.
It should be one. I think it's like 1d6 plus your level.
plus 7.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about me.
2. Don't have to worry about you?
Nope.
All right. I heal 8, and Nathaniel heals 10.
Okay. Very good. That is awesome.
I'm gonna need some more than that.
I can cast Cure Wounds, right? If I think that's something that needs to be. Oh, I have Lesser Restoration too. Oh, well, never mind. That's
Healing
a different
spells.
thing.
I'm gonna go get my daggers.
Okay. All right. So, yes, you go and collect your daggers. How many arrows did you shoot, Venom?
Well, let's find out here.
Let's do that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it was 6.
But I did
wasn't
more.
it?
It's at
Yeah.
least 6.
Yeah, it was at least 6. So I need you to roll a 1d6 to see how many you can get back. If you know how to do
I'm
that.
only seeing that I shot 4, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah, see how many you can retrieve. Just 1. That's sad. I'm sorry.
That sucks.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
alright.
Alrighty. Well, so here we are back at our map screen. And guess what, folks? It's 8:36. It is now time to call it an evening. So, our new members, what did you think? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
I did until I missed 2 arrows. They just snapped in half.
I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. So, yes, you were able to survive your first combat together, facing off against some trolls in the forest. These are usually pretty unpleasant creatures, and you all did quite well, even with some of your kind of hard starts, a lot of falling out of trees, which I thought was pretty funny, but still really good overall. So again, I would like to thank my players for showing up this evening and playing with us as we finish up episode 26 of the Ambassadors to the Barbarian Kings. Thank you, my players, for showing up this evening. Thank you, folks in chat, for dropping by and watching the show. If you have any questions, suggestions, or if you have ideas for magical items to give to the team, make sure you drop by our Discord. And you will see that in one of our channels on our Discord is magic items, and you can throw in an idea for a magic item that might be good for one of our players. We will also, if you happen to, do that, we will make sure to give you credit. We will mention your name on the show so that everyone will know that you were the one who came up with this crazy ass magical item. So, I am glad everybody had a good time. We will be doing this again next Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to catch us then. During the week, Wednesday and Friday nights, we play Phasmophobia. So make sure to drop by and catch us as we get murdered by ghosts in strange houses. Saturday and Sunday mornings are open chat, and we've been playing New World. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it so that I can play with other people, because right now I'm soloing that game and it's getting hard. I don't want to solo.
Let me know.
I don't want to solo anymore. Okay.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be on. I've been grinding on a character.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. We'll definitely figure that out. So, anybody in the oh yeah. Once again, thanks to Anna B. Meyer. Make sure to check her out. In the chat, we have Rishiku just dropped the her Twitch channel address, so make sure to check her out. Does anybody here in the chat have anything that they want to add? I know Shane, you have a channel. You want to plug it?
I'm not allowed to plug my own channel.
I'm going to plug it for you, but I want you to talk about your channel.
Well, my channel is usually me, my wife, and my buddy, Ricky, playing video games like Phasmophobia with Brian joining occasionally, and a person I met playing called Dark Wolf. I have a integrated program called Dixper. If you download that, you can interact with me while I'm playing and make me like drop my flashlight and other random shit.
Or think he's dead during a hunt.
Yeah, make me think I'm dead during the hunt. And
Lord.
yeah, we'll probably be playing Battlefield 2042 when it comes out in November. I got some streams of that on the beta. And we play Phasmophobia and sometimes some other games if we find something worth playing.
Yeah. Phenom, do you? I know you stream every once in a while. Do you not?
Yeah, I try to stream. Once I get my computer kind of more up and running in the sense that I don't have lag, then it'll be easier to stream. But I play a bunch of different games. New World, I'm playing a lot. You play World of Warcraft, Tarkov, League of Legends. So
Nice.
definitely will be doing that.
So just let us know when you get back up and running, and we will start plugging you here on the show, so that you can start checking people out and stuff like that. Now, why did? Okay. I think it's. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. So we have Infernal Phenom is now on our chat. So yeah, make sure to check them out. Thanks again, chat folks, for dropping by. And
This episode was sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Ryan said it like 3 times.
Just get out.